Well, President Biden is clearing the way for the completion of a Russian fuel pipeline after Biden will reportedly remove sanctions placed by former President Trump on its construction. The pipeline would carry huge amounts of natural gas from Russia to Germany. So far, that would give Russia a political weapon to wield over Eastern Europe, would be the result, which is why former President Trump opposed the Nord Stream 2 pipeline for years. Yet on President Biden's first day in office, he signed an executive order that put a hold on the Keystone pipeline, claiming climate crisis concerns. So why is Mr. Biden denying America a pipeline, but essentially handing Mr. Putin control of energy over our allies? Joining us now to discuss is Democratic strategist Jonathan Harris and Lexington, Minnesota Mayor Mike Murphy, who is also a Republican gubernatorial candidate of Minnesota. Boy, that's a long lead-in, gentlemen. I forget what we were talking about. But Jonathan, give me your take on what you think is going on here. It seems like there's something going on that's hypocritical.
Well, I don't necessarily see a hypocrisy. I would say that some people would look at this and say the difference is with Keystone, this is an American issue, whereas with Nord Stream 2, this isn't really anything that the U.S. necessarily needs to be involved in. Also, it's something that Germany stands to benefit from, and with Germany being an ally of the U.S., they maybe decided to back off to make sure that we didn't interfere with Germany getting this pipeline. So I don't necessarily see a hypocrisy there. There were also those who felt that our interference with sanctioning companies that were working on the pipeline was actually illegal. So it may have also been an effort to kind of avoid any legal issue going forward.
So, Mike, what do you think, just looking back at how the Trump administration was treated and the constant allegations that President Trump was weak on Russia, and then you have President Biden coming into office and immediately, making some moves that could make Russia, it will absolutely increase their ability when it comes to energy and dispersing energy with Europe.
Well, listen, I think it's just typical Democrat hypocrisy here because Biden canceled our own energy here. We had a pipeline that was hijacked and hacked, and you can't tell me if you can hack a pipeline, you can hack an election. And they scream Russia, Russia, Russia for the last 4 years about President Trump, and they turn around and do the exact same thing they're blaming us conservatives and Republicans doing. We're facing the same crisis here in Minnesota with our own pipeline, the Enbridge Line 3, and Governor Tim Walz, who I call Tyrant Tim, is doing whatever he can to stop it. And it's going to bring nearly $2 billion worth of economic development to the Iron Range in Minnesota, which we desperately need because Governor Tim Walz has abandoned greater Minnesota and the Iron Range. He follows in the footsteps of his party. Pipelines are safe to transport oil and gas. It's been proven already. It's better than rail and truck. It brings long-term revenue to Minnesota. And the problem is the Democrats accuse us of stuff that they're doing, and it's nonsense. It is hypocrisy, absolute hypocrisy at every level.
All right. And by the way, we had that attack, that cyber attack on the other pipeline. A lot of people are saying, well, this at least would be another source of energy elsewhere in the United States. Wish we had more time. Gentlemen, Jonathan Harris, Mike Murphy, thank you so much for joining us.